So, hey everybody, Blood Moon Bobby here. Once again on Saturday, I ran a poll on Twitter, and most of the people said they wanted me to go racing, so I'm playing Mario Kart Wii again today. Gonna see if I can get through some more of the courses. So, without further ado, let's begin. So yeah, I've been having a good time playing a lot of original Wii games lately, like Super Mario Galaxy, and now this. There's another one on the horizon, but I'll probably talk about that at the end of the stream, because we're playing Mario Kart Wii today, so let's begin. So... Oh, there's still some 100cc courses that I haven't got through yet, so we could actually start with 100cc today. I was actually playing a bit last night to prepare for a thumbnail for today, and I got clobbered. I mean, I did well in the end, but still, I often forget how, at least to me, the AI in this game can be, you know, a bit brutal sometimes. Since Toad was in the thumbnail, if you're coming in from Twitter, I'll start with Toad. In fact, well, I can't use the same, vehicle as I did last night, so use the bullet bike automatic because I really like the steering in this game. So let's go with Special Cup. So let's go. I know I mentioned this a lot, but I'm still blown away. I did not have this game during the original Wii's original life cycle. Well, I didn't want to blow up the engine. That was why I had a bit of a slow start. But yeah. Nearly hit the item box. I still remember the first time I did a stream of this, and even like I remember there was somebody in my comments who was like, "Dang, they're brutal." And yeah, so expect a lot of like people like bash into me like which Mario just did, and I have to. That's one downside. If you miss that edge, yeah, slam it. It's like I could do that too. Now Donkey Kong is mad. Fortunately, not really picking up any item boxes. But, you know, I'm on this journey to, like, try not to, like, you know, take playing these games too personally, because there's already too many people who do that on the internet, and I really don't want to be the next one. So, yeah, sorry. Oh, I got so into it that I nearly hit my microphone. But yeah, you could see, you know, like, you know, rough start. Well, actually, no, I better shut up. I don't want to jinx myself. Yeah, because you're supposed to, yeah, hit that, rail again to go fast. Gotta avoid the sand, because sand slows you down, just like if you drove a car in real life. Yeah, I mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned this, but one of the reasons I like racing games is because, in real life, I'm a bit of a car admirer, especially when it comes to, JDM brands like, Honda, Subaru, and Toyota. If anything, I'm hoping, back up. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to go this way. But yeah, I'm hoping in real life my next car will either be a Honda Civic hatchback or a Subaru BRZ. I'm watching a lot of videos on the Subaru BRZ. Because I think that would be like my perfect idea of a sports car. The engine isn't like over the top, and the most important thing is that it's fun to drive, and the handling is out of this world, at least from what I hear. Block the red shell there. So I think those are the, you know, reasons why I really enjoy playing racing games like, you know, Mario Kart and Ridge Racer. I really want to get into simulation racing too, like Gran Turismo, but I don't know, every time I play Gran Turismo I can't really get into it. I guess I'm more cut out for like the more kind of crazy arcade racing games like Mario Kart. Turn down the game audio a bit. But yeah, if you watch my TikTok Q&As, you'll know that I talk about like cars quite a bit. And a nice thing too is I always felt like a Mario Kart game is like, you know, I think it would make a great first Mario game for a lot of people because you don't have to worry about beating a campaign. You're just, you know, having fun with friends playing this game. In fact, one of my fondest memories when I was in my college's newspaper was they played Mario Kart Wii in black and white. I don't know why they you know, turned on the black and white filter on their TV, I guess. Just make it look more fun, make it more dramatic, I guess. Squish. Well, at least I didn't get, like, you know, knocked around. Oh god. When would you ever see, like, a bomb, like, you know, bomb, like, you know, just driving down the road? I think most people would, like, you know, call the authorities if they saw that in real life. Actually, in this game, I actually find that it's more difficult for me to determine, you know, what's a fake item box and what's a real one, more so than in other Mario Kart games. I did not intend to throw it in front of me. Watch out! Woo. God, I feel like I'm Doc Brown at the beginning of the Back to the Future ride when he's giving that, you know, like, introduction speech, but he's, like, you know, flying through 2015 and nearly getting hit by, like, you know, flying cars. He's just like, yeah, and he's like freaking out. I never got the chance to go on that ride because I didn't visit Universal Studios Hollywood that much, and I nearly got hit by Bob-omb there. But I did watch, somebody uploaded it on YouTube, and I watched it using this VR headset thing that I bought for my iPhone, and it was really cool. That's the closest exposure I've had to using a VR headset. Because I don't have... drift, and I'm getting attacked. Oh, let's go, don't hit the... Yeah. I'm always suspicious of, like, item boxes that are just standing there. Maybe that's a hint as far as, you know, what's real, and I got hit by the Bob-omb anyway. Self-fulfilled prophecy there. Watch out for the banana peels. Watch out for the truck! What they did in Toy Story 2 when Buzz says, "Truck! I said truck!" When they went, jeez, it just swore way out of my way. Winner! Cool! Nice job, Toad. Really looking forward to those Mario Kart scenes in the upcoming Super Mario Bros. Movie. I just remember the two scenes that really surprised me from that last Mario movie trailer were the Yoshis and the Mario Kart. I wasn't expecting to see either of those things in the new movie. That's awesome. Hi, Midway Spark. Really happy to see you. I'm glad you were able to get into the Twitch stream this time. So... what do you think of Mario Kart Wii? Have you played this before? And actually, coincidentally, I think the first time I ever played Mario Kart Wii was at Universal Studios Hollywood in City Walk. They have a game, I don't know if it's still there, but they had like a GameStop at Universal City Walk. And I just remember my sister and I playing Mario Kart Wii for the first time. You know, because back then the reason we didn't get it was just because, you know, Nintendo games are usually really expensive and they don't really go on sale unless, you know, it's like the end of a console's lifetime. So I didn't get this game until, like, you know, wasn't until like the Nintendo Switch generation, I want to say. To be honest, like, it took that long. And down there, this is not good. That baby Mario up ahead. Hi, it's Mr. Chef Dom from the TikTok stream. Hello, nice to see you. Yeah, this is what I mean. It's like, geez, I'm getting pummeled here. Oh my god. Let's see if I can get back in first, like what I was able to do. I think the first time I played this game. Yeah, I've got some fond memories of it, haha. So yeah, but hey, some people would say, if it's not scary, you're not having fun. Which is another way of saying, challenges can be fun and all that good stuff. So yeah, who's your favorite character to play Midway Spark? Who's in front of me? Haha, Luigi. Ow. Ooh. Oh my god, you passed me. Yeah, this is gonna come in handy for this course because of all those muddy spots. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, you guys could tell me, what's your favorite Mario Kart game. My favorite used to be DS, which is still one of my favorites, but Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, has become my favorite Mario Kart game. Oh, that's got to be Bowser Jr., no doubt. Oh, Jesus Christ. But, yeah. So, yeah, this is definitely more chaotic than the previous stage, at least in terms of, getting my ass kicked. Yeah, we could do this. See, banana peels. I used to have a really bad habit when I was a little kid playing Mario Kart DS where I would leave like banana peels or whatever at the edges of a stage. I don't know why I did that so much, but thankfully I grew out of that habit. Is that going to be enough to get me across? Unfortunately, I don't have a mushroom this time, so it's going to take me a good minute to get through the muddy spots. I guess you're supposed to go up here to get an item, which I missed anyway, but whatever. And the funny thing is that, ever since I started driving in real life, I noticed when I play racing video games nowadays, I tend to use the brakes more often, I guess because, like any other driver, I got used to using the brakes in my car, so it was just kind of a habit that, bled over into, my real-life driving, I suppose. So yeah, the lightning strike. Can I still get to the finish? Come on, come on! We're almost there. Don't let Diddy Kong pass you! Yay! Did it! So okay, that's awesome. Okay, I think we're on to the last course in this cup. Ah, lovely Rainbow Road. Yes, thank you, Midway Spark. Yeah. What do you think is the best version of Rainbow Road? Or, what's your favorite variation of the course? I'm tempted to say Mario Kart DS, but I also really like the one that's in Mario Kart Wii. Maybe that's why they called this game Mario Kart Wii, because you're supposed to say, Wii, I'm having fun. But I'm wondering if it's Rainbow Road, it's going to be crazy. Yeah, just pray you don't fall off the stage. Don't want to fall there. Ah, and I fell. But there's still a couple laps to go, so I've got time. And that's the tricky thing, is you don't want to fall off the course. Mushroom there to increase the speed. Which is tricky in this course because you don't want to go too fast on a corner and then you end up falling off. Like that. Oh my god. Rainbow Road is so difficult for me. Yeah. And as you can see, it's really tricky for me too. It's probably a big part of it because, I really only play Mario Kart Wii when I do these streams. So I haven't quite got it down, but I'm gonna try anyway. Yep. Yeah, and even the brakes can't save me here. So we'll see. I guess the upside of getting first in all the previous courses is that if something, you know, if I don't do so well in here, it's not gonna, like, you know, ruin my chances. So yeah. But yeah, I'm finding I'm having the most trouble with this variation of Rainbow Road compared to the ones that are in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in the DS game. But coincidentally, Mario Kart 7 is also another shit. So, Mario Kart game that I didn't get into until, like, you know, really late in the console's life cycle. Whereas with Deluxe, I pretty much got that game right when it came out. In fact, I think it was probably the second or third physical Mario. Yeah. Okay, well, let's see how much I can catch up. Yeah, because this is a stage where even using the brakes isn't going to save you if you're not careful. So maybe just take it down a notch, I guess. Yeah, you see that, like, there, I almost fell again. I think the trick is you shouldn't use the orange mushroom if you're on a corner. I'm hoping they give me a bullet bill. It's like that could really save me. So at this point, let's just see, you know, what place I'll be. Starman isn't gonna save me from falling off the course. You're not careful, right? Yeah, there, I had to use the brake a couple times. Let's see, can I... It's really, I just feel like, you know, I'm just, you know, using the brakes when I can. Fourth place! Dang, okay, cool. So, okay, not, like, you know, super amazing, but at least it's not dead last. So, wow, so I was able to get back to, you know, jump 8 places. So overall, what did I get? 53 points, that's cool. So yeah, nice comeback, that's exactly what I was thinking. So sweet. So I guess that's the thing. I noticed that's what happens a lot when I play Mario Kart Wii, where it's like you get clobbered a lot, but eventually I do much better than I fear. So yeah, so okay, yeah, good job, good job. So I guess I'll play another 100cc course, just letting, you know, this cutscene play, letting the scene sink in, you know. That's hard for me, probably DS, just because of the sheer amount of hours I put into it. I mentioned many times before that that was like the most popular game in my school, in my elementary school days, especially the 5th grade, when there would be days where the students would be allowed to bring, hey, I got the B rank, so that's awesome. When the students would be allowed to bring their portable games consoles, Mario Kart DS was like the most popular game that day. This new outfit for my Mii, and I do not sound like that, as you can tell. So again, going back to 100cc. Which character should I play? I'll let you guys pick. So yeah, basically the thing where it's like the first, you know, first come, first serve. So the first character I see, I'm gonna play. Yoshi? Okay, so yeah, Yoshi's a good one. Oh, let's do the sugar scoop. Let's see. Wow, there's even some I haven't unlocked. Yes, we'll try Shell Cup. This was in GameCube, which I do have Double Dash. In my school, Pokemon was always the favorite, whether it was trading cards or games. We wrote our own Pokédex entries, so yeah, sorry I couldn't read your entire comment because the game started. But yeah, when it came to trading cards, I think Pokemon, because in my school, the two popular trading card games was Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I remember those were like the things that the cool kids were into in my school. I even remember I had like a Pokemon battle with a classmate, somebody who was like a year older than me. We went to this local park near my school and played. I lost to him, I might add, but yeah, it was still fun. But it's funny how, like, in a sense, Mario Kart, never really went away as that one racing game that, everybody liked to play. Like I said, even in college, I remember I would play, there was a time where I played Mario Kart Wii against, the other editors that were working for the paper. Dodge those enemies, what are those? Because I've never seen those enemies before. I mean, I guess the one time in my life where, like, it wasn't cool to play, Nintendo anything was strangely middle school. I guess because middle school was like a time where it's like, everybody wanted to be, like a teen or adult or kid. But when high school came around for me, everybody, wanted to go back to, like, the past, like, have those nostalgic memories of not just Nintendo, but also, like, Disney movies. So I guess that's just, that was like a symptom of how brutal high school could be. At a time when you're applying for college and studying for, your SATs. It just, all that craziness just made you wished you were a kid again, I guess. I never actually learned how to play the card game. My class had made up some sort of homebrew version. I see. What was your previous comment? We even wrote our own Pokédex entries using, like, massive Pokemon manuals. So, like, the manuals for the games? Okay, so where to next? Yoshi Falls. Which, yeah, I recognize this from Mario Kart DS. Okay, let's do this. I used to make that mistake of starting the engine when the counter was still at 3, but of course, in especially the more recent Mario Kart games, if you start the engine too early, it could cause, like, I don't know how they would describe, like, the engine to blow up, with that black plume of smoke. So I'm not going to use the mushrooms on these speed ramps because it's not necessary. Past all these people that got shrunk down. I'll get to your comment soon, Midway Spark, because I am fascinated with what you have to say. Because I wasn't very close with the classmates that were, like, into Pokemon, and especially Yu-Gi-Oh! I was never really into the card games. But from what I could tell, it seemed like they stuck really closely to the rules of the card games. No, it was sort of an almanac of all the Pokemon and their characteristics and descriptions and such. I see. But yeah, that's still really cool. I wish my classes would have done something like that. Can I get there, or is that red shell going to get me? Well, at least there's not too many opponents behind me. So yeah, kind of nice to revisit the course. I guess it's fitting playing Yoshi on, Yoshi Falls, so that's awesome. Okay, next race. This course I get I have this one I get lost on this course quite a bit. Let's see if I could do better today. Yeah, because the roads here are so wide, it's really like here it's very difficult to tell. And this is like one time where you have to like just follow your opponent so that you know where you're going. Mushroom there. Watch out for the thundering cloud with lightning. Yeah, it's just like, where are you supposed to go? Oh. Oh god. When is that thing gonna shoot the lightning out? Ah, Jesus. Fell. Okay, so try again, try again. So I'm gonna have to do another comeback, but I think I could do it. I mean, I think if I played this course more, I could get used to, you know, that wide road I mentioned that I keep getting lost in. Give me something good. Yes. It's like whenever I keep wishing, you know, oh, Bullet Bill, come save me. So yeah. I think I'm gonna get 10th place. Dang. But, okay, so that's what I got. Let's see. There's one more course, I think. Where am I at? Okay, now I'm on 2nd place. And Yoshi is just like, darn it all. Alright, next race. See if I could do even better. Happens to the best of us. Yeah. Wouldn't. Yeah, but I'm just, you know, I'm just glad that, you know, you guys are all, like, you know, encouraging me and being wonderful, because it's so weird how, like, when I started doing videos, I was so worried, you know, people were gonna be like hypercritical of me. Not that it never happens, it's just not at a frequency that, you know, not as much as I feared. And you guys have been like supportive and letting me know, hey, I also struggle with this, or I found this to be really difficult. So I just think, you know, it's cool that, you know, we all encourage each other to do our best, not take each other too seriously, because I didn't go into Twitch intending to be like the best Mario Kart player, the best person who's best at Super Smash Brothers. It's more of a thing where, hey, I like playing video games, and yeah, man, we're all human at the end of the day, so I think that's awesome. And yeah, I think I'm just much better at, like, you know, talking about, like, you know, the latest in video game news, or learning about the history of, you know, the game companies. When I was doing the TikTok Q&A today, I mentioned how I don't just like learning about the most recent stuff about Nintendo, because I feel like it's a very narrow window of the history of the company, because Nintendo's history goes back literally over 100 years. Before they were making video games, they were making, you know, toys like the Ultra Hand and the Ultra Machine. When their very first product was actually Hanafuda, like, cards. So yeah, I mean, it's interesting how they started out doing something much different. But in a sense, you could kind of get a sense of, like, the links of, you know, their roots in video games, or how they would end up making video games, because they started making, you know, Hanafuda cards with amazing artwork, and here we are playing an interactive video game with, you know, really creative artwork too. So, you know, you could see, like, you know, the roots of, you know, Nintendo in that sense. Yeah, because, you know, what often happens is, you know, some companies do, you know, end up doing the thing that they started doing, you know, for many years. And then there are others like Nintendo or even Toyota where they started out doing something very different, but you can see, like, you know, kind of roots of their, you know, connections between what they did in the past and what they're doing now. Like, I think I also mentioned, like, in the history of Toyota, they started making looms, and what made, like, Toyota's looms, like, distinct is they would stop whenever there was a mechanical, like, flaw. Kind of like how on the Toyota assembly line, Their workers, they have the right to where if they spot a problem when they're making a car, they can stop the production and say, hey, we have to we have to fix this right now. We can't do this like after the car is finished building. So yeah, so I think that's, what I like most about, learning about, following companies like Toyota or Nintendo is learning about the historical aspect. It's like, I may not be a super amazing, street racer, but I like learning about the history of Toyota, or I can't see myself doing well in the video game tournament, but I like playing video games for fun and telling you guys about the latest about what's happening with Nintendo and about their history. So again, B rank, wow, much better than I expected, so that's awesome. So yay, play the 100cc Leaf Cup. And yeah, that's encouraging too, and that, yeah, I got 10th place in that one race, but I was still able to unlock a cup. So that's the kind of stuff that just keeps encouraging me. So 100cc. You wanna, once again, pick which character I should play. Again, first come, first serve. Unfortunately, I don't have, a coin that I could flip. Bowser Jr.? Unfortunately, I don't think I have Bowser Jr. unlocked, so I'm gonna have to pick somebody, on screen. Nope, I don't, yeah, sorry, I don't have Bowser Jr. unlocked yet. Okay, regular, or, Bowser himself. Let's do it. I'll pick this one. This one looks kind of funny. Automatic. So we'll do the Leaf Cup. This course gave me a bit of a hard time in Mario Kart DS. But yeah, I mean, the main idea is basically don't drive into, like, the deep sand or the really thick sand. And also, be careful. I don't know if in the DS version there's, like, a sun that, like, shoots out flames. I'm wondering if in this game that could happen again, but we'll see. But yeah, I mean, this is just one of those courses where the saying always be careful really comes to mind. Because all that difficult stuff doesn't really come until, like, the second and third lap. Because, like, right now, we're just, avoiding going into the really thick sand and also the blue shells. Yeah. I know, it's funny how I'm still thinking, yeah, I knew that was going to happen. So, yeah, just, yeah, be careful. Don't touch those, like, flaming characters. This way, no. But yeah, yeah, it was funny. As you know, I followed the Olympics as well, and I was actually watching this video on Greg Louganis and how he accidentally hit his head on the diving board at the '88 Seoul Olympics, and the narrator in the video, like, said the saying, something like champions never know when they're beaten. Basically saying, the best athletes, never give up and that kind of stuff. So that's actually, I'm sure I've heard the saying before, but when I heard them say that in the video, it, just was kind of a reminder to keep going. But Jesus Christ, that sounds really painful. Like, hitting your head on the, diving board. And yeah, I'm glad that he came out okay. Because, yeah, and the interesting thing, not to go off on like a side, go off on tangent, but in the video, they said that Louganis doesn't remember much about the moment other than he felt embarrassed. So, Yeah, so I guess it's the kind of thing where, like, you know, it affected his memory, but the good news was he was still able to do really well at the Seoul Olympics. Really hope I can get the mascot Hodori someday, because I think Hodori's a really great mascot. So yeah, coming in the stand, get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here. And I get struck by the lightning, and at least get second place, maybe even first. Second, okay. But still, decent start. Yeah, as you could probably tell, I have a habit of going off on like these sort of tangents, but you know what can I say? I think I learned the best lessons when I really branch out and learn about all these different things. Gonna go a little easy on the start this time because I don't want to hit that corner. Coming up second. Let's see how well I do in the rest of the woods. It's pretty neat, yeah. Check the corners. Yeah, that's a muddy spot. Be careful about that. And don't get... Oh, I thought I heard a blue shell come by, but that wasn't the case. Yeah, oftentimes if I hear a blue shell coming, I usually let the person in first place get ahead of me for a second so they get hit instead of me. And everybody's screaming, losing their minds. Watch out for the swamp. I noticed for this stream, Waluigi has been like the most aggressive. Watch out for the muddy spot. These corners. It makes me feel like I'm going through one of those Olympic bike courses that are so tricky that some of the bikers end up crashing in the corner. I mean, if this was a Ridge Racer game, I would probably be downshifting by now to try to catch up. Break. Yeah, the funny thing was, like, you know, when I was younger, I never wanted to hit the brake in Mario Kart because I was worried the opponents would catch up. But there's just some times where you really should hit the brake so that you either don't fall or you don't crash into the wall. I was worried there I wouldn't be able to make it, so... Peach is always, like, very, tough in these Mario Kart games. It's like these games give her the opportunity to, like, you know, really go nuts. Narrowly avoided that banana peel there, and I get hit by blue shell. Yeah, I mean, I think Peach is gonna beat me, but whatever. At least I could still get second. Cool. So yeah, just narrowly ahead of Peach, right? Yeah. By the way, speaking of Bowser, I have to say, in terms of the voice acting, I think Jack Black is doing the best job of all the voice actors in the upcoming Mario movie, at least from what I've seen in the trailers. Because I feel like when Jack Black plays Bowser, he has, not only does it sound like he has a lot of fun playing the character, but also when I hear his, like, you know, how he plays Bowser, I don't hear Jack Black, I actually hear Bowser, so I think, you know, he's, like, you know, doing his job as an actor really well. Yeah, and I'm getting pummeled, like, you know, as is often the case in Mario Kart Wii. But yeah, have you guys seen not just the new poster, but also there was also a more recent clip they released where Mario's fighting Donkey Kong, and you actually get to hear, I think it's Seth Rogen for the first time as Donkey Kong, and yeah, I think he's doing a good job too. Yeah, I think another movie I got to see Seth Rogen play where I really liked his performance is when he played Steve Wozniak, or Woz, in the Steve Jobs movie. I just think he did, you know, a good job, you know, really, you know, illustrating, you know, the struggles and the tumultuous relationship that Woz had with Steve Jobs. Yeah, I agree, he's doing a good job, can't wait to watch it. So yeah, because I was worried that the directors were gonna have, like, the actors overact in their roles, but I think for the most part they're doing well. And as time goes on, I'm getting used to, like, you know, hearing Chris Pratt as Mario, and that he may not be doing the accent, but he at least has, like, the you know, he still embodies, like, the character pretty well. Yeah, I was just so worried because I do like Chris Pratt as an actor, and, you know, criticisms aside, I don't want to see him, like, you know, go through, like, social media drama. Red shell, red shell. Unfortunately, I didn't have an item that I could use to sort of, like, take down the red shell. I think I can catch up to Koopa. I'm not getting hit by, like, all these characters ganging up on me. See, take on the corner there. Yeah, I do really like how the carts drive in Mario Kart Wii. That's probably my favorite aspect of the game, especially compared to Mario Kart 7, because I don't really like how the carts drive in Mario Kart 7. They feel really stiff. Whereas in this game, and in Mario Kart DS and Mario Kart 8, they feel much more fluid. Do a hard steer if you're driving in automatic mode, but I don't really mind as much, and I got first place, so that's awesome. Making good progress, so let's head to the next course. Item, because there's sometimes I do miss the item box. So, I got too close to the game shop or whatever. Green shell, don't want to get hit by a green shell. Or the piranha plants. Red shells when I get past these corners. some really hard steers. It's kind of tricky trying not to get bitten by the chain chomp. Save, take your item box. Toad wants me to get bit by the piranha plants there. Time to use the mushroom. It was a little close to the piranha plant. I'm guessing, yeah, okay, that time, yeah, it should be, yeah, blue shell. For a second there, Bowser kind of sounded like a car engine when he did that growl. See if I could get to the finish line. Sweet. Cool. Okay, so did pretty good job in this Leaf Cup. Yeah, let the scene play. So, I think I have time to do at least one more cup. Which character should I play next? See, Bowser is really loving the moment. Won the race. Ever watched Interstellar? I tried, couldn't really get into it. I think if I were to watch another Christopher Nolan movie, I'd probably try watching one of his Batman movies, or maybe Memento, because I think Memento has a really fascinating the way the plot is structured. Let's do Lightning Cup next. Oh hey, Dry Bones, my favorite character from Mario Kart DS. Okay, 100cc. So yeah, which character do you want me to play? Dry Bones. Yep, I was thinking that too. Like I said, Dry Bones was my favorite character from Mario Kart DS. So let's do Lightning Cup. I like the music in the first course that's coming up. Knocked around, knocked around. What was that? Did I, like, knock on... Or, actually, that might have been another character. I was like, what is that, Red Shell? Am I gonna get hit by... Lightning Cloud? But yeah, as the game goes on, I'm just kind of getting used to, yeah, you know, I'm going to get clobbered, but, you know, there's still a good chance that, you know, I can still do okay. Don't get too close to Donkey Kong, because he's probably going to release some banana peels. I'm gonna catch up to you, baby Mario! Knocking into each other, like what everybody seems to be doing, and I didn't see that really well. Did I at least get second? Cool. So that's awesome. Chain Chomp coming to greet me. Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. Little Richard reference. Yeah, ever since I saw a Sprint commercial where Little Richard was freaking out at a bowling alley saying, you know, good golly, Miss Molly, look what you done to my shirt, and that kind of stuff, I end up saying that, like, you know, when there's another way of saying, oh my god. Go the other way. You know what's funny? When I was doing the Instagram Q&A today, I was talking about how some of the scariest times we had playing Nintendo games came from Pikmin, and it's just funny. When I look back, it just makes me feel like I'm like Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter, you know, saying, you know, hey, look at this, like, you know, this, you know, intense creature and that kind of stuff. And I am looking forward to Pikmin 4. I hope the enemy designs in Pikmin 4 are much better than the third game. I don't really like the character designs in the second game. Whereas, I mean, excuse me, the third game is the one where I'm not crazy about the designs. The second game, I think, has some of the most creative enemy creatures that Nintendo has ever put in any video game. Like, I'm thinking of the Creeping Chrysanthemum, the Titan Dweevil, Raging Longlegs, and those kind of characters. So I hope those, yeah, kind of character, they have like really good designs for the enemies in Pikmin 4. And even just the idea of playing Pikmin on a Nintendo Switch, I think so. And you know what just occurred to me? I saw somebody put up a video the other day saying, you know, oh, after the next Zelda game, there's not going to be more Switch releases. From what I could tell, it seems like there are still a couple of upcoming Switch games I can think of, like Metroid Prime 4, which still not sure when that's ever going to come out. And then there's also Pikmin 4. Which I'm not saying that, you know, oh, you know, Nintendo's never going to make a successor to the Switch. I'm just saying that there's still a handful of games. But given that the 2023 is going to be the Switch's 6th year in production, it does make me wonder what could Nintendo do for their next console. I even remember I came across a marketing document from Nintendo saying our next system is coming in the year 20XX, which is another way of saying we're working on something, but it's not coming in the near future. As far as what I'd like to see from a future Nintendo system, I do hope it's essentially a similar system to the Switch in that it's a hybrid console, but maybe with more horsepower so that it doesn't have to rely on getting like a bunch of like games from the cloud. And also maybe something with more storage, bring back Street Pass, have Game Boy and GameCube games in the Virtual Console. Probably even more things that, you know, I could think of, but those are basically the stuff that I'm thinking of right now, because I think that the Switch is a really great idea for Nintendo, especially since they're not trying to make like, you know, the most like powerful console like what Sony and Microsoft are doing. But if they can make a really powerful portable console, then, you know, it works for them really well. Don't think they can make something as like powerful as a Steam Deck, because that would get, you know, really expensive. But something for like $300 or maybe $350, I think would be a really good for Nintendo in terms of what can they do for their next system. Yeah, that's cool, because there's so many corners, you really have to do some like really hard steers. And I bonked my head there. It feels like you have to, like, you know, brake sometimes. Yeah, unfortunately, it stayed, but what could I do? I don't think I'm going to go up to the ramps as much here because I don't want to slow down. It's probably one of these courses where it's tricky to use the mushroom because you don't want to, like, you know, drive into a wall and crash. Cool. I was really lucky in that last lap where that rock just kind of like broke up right before it hit me. So yeah, careful of the corners. This time I didn't bonk my head. So cool. Sorry I haven't been talking, I wasn't doing something. No worries. Still having a good time. Alright, so another course coming up. Ooh, don't want to get burned there. Right at the start, there's a Bowser statue like that. Get burned. Watch out for, I think those are bombs. You can correct me. Dang, I almost crashed into that gate over there. Oop. At least I didn't get crushed. Right in front of my face. I don't know. But we're still on the first lap, so things could change. Ow! Ooh. The corner there. See if I can catch up to the ones in front. That about that they oh they're just jumping off the ramps. Right at the start where I know somebody's going to Hit the block. Do you play Minecraft? No. I know it's something my sister used to play, but I don't really see her playing it that much nowadays. Watch out for thwomps! Watch out for thwomps! Jump to baby Mario! Ooh, wow, oh my gosh, almost fell off the course there. Got Wario's motorcycle. You know, speaking of motorcycles, my favorite NES game actually is a motorcycle racing game, Excite Bike. Maybe I'll do that as a stream one of these days. I mean, either, well, really, the Excite games, like Excite Bike, Excite Bike 64, Excite Truck to this day is one of my favorite Wii games. It's funny how I didn't get it as the launch title. I remember my mom didn't want me playing Excite Truck when I was a kid because she was worried the music would like overwhelm me and give me headaches. But that ended up being one of my favorite Wii games to date. I mean, I'd even be cool if Nintendo released, you know, like an Excite Truck sequel, or maybe something with like sports cars, like the Nintendo version of Ridge Racer. Heck, I even think that maybe Nintendo and Namco could team up and make like a game that's like a combination of Excite Truck and Ridge Racer, like Excite Racer, maybe not that name, but they can come up with something much better than that. Nice thing about getting splatted by the squid is that if you're on a speed ramp, it makes the ink go away. Sweet. Yeah, did pretty well. Alright, so I think I'll wrap things up from here. I never got into the Excite games, what are they like? They're essentially racing games, like the Excite Bike games, or you're racing through motorcycle courses. Excite Truck, as the name implies, you're, you know, driving, racing SUVs and trucks, like through very, you know, like, rugged areas and that kind of stuff. I could do a stream of that. I've actually been really wanting to do an Excite Truck stream one of these days. But yeah, I recommend trying them out. I mean, Excite Truck's even one of those Wii games where I think even skeptics of the Wii really like. Like, there's one of the YouTubers that really influenced me. I know he really likes Excite Truck. It's one of the few Wii games he really likes. So, yeah, okay, A rank. What else did I get? If anything. Oh, it's the credit cutscene. Yeah, have a good one, man. It was fun to watch, and I had a really good time doing this. No, I don't want to put it on my Wii message board. Sweet, nice motorcycle, the Zip Zip. Another one, cool. Or in this case, a kart. You can now play Grand Prix on 100cc. Karts and bikes. Oh, okay, that's cool, because, like, I thought it was weird how in the 100cc they're, like, bikes only, but I guess if you want to play karts and bikes, you have to unlock that. Can you? Let's see. Or, well, I guess that's some... Oh, you push plus to unlock both. Okay, so... Alright, so maybe we'll do that another time. So, yeah, so thank you to those who have stopped by. It was really fun getting to talk to you all. I think next week I'll play Super Smash Bros. Brawl, since somebody mentioned it when I was doing my Q&A today. So, if you enjoyed the stream, please follow me on Twitch. And until next time, this has been Blood Moon Bobby, and thank you all for watching.